Guys, I was thinking about it. YouTube AI kind of suggested to me that maybe I should do something that's like a behind the scenes look at, creating content and then also balancing, my family life. So I figured even if it's not a live stream, maybe I can do a video like how this one is, pre-recorded and everything, kind of showing the chaotic moments that we endure, I guess you could say. So, yeah. Meanwhile, this poor old gal over here, she's bored to death, trying to figure out what we're going to do. We're debating on finishing up on housework. We had Sonic for breakfast earlier. I did that as part of one of the live streams. For some reason, Twitch has been acting up on me. Don't exactly necessarily know why. All I know is that it wouldn't let me go back and forth between my front and rear facing camera for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that. Then earlier, we were trying to figure out why Riverside was working, and then all of a sudden it stopped working. So it's been one of those days. Ended up restarting the computer. And it's not going to be very warm today, so Mama wants to go out, but at the same time she don't want to freeze her butt out or be walking out in chilly weather. Ain't that right? Oh yeah, guys, also this morning I went ahead and set the wife's clock up over here. You can even have it set up to where it's got both digital and manual looking clock on there, so digital and analog, that's what it is. Keep forgetting the name of it. Yeah, I don't know what else. If we go out, we could probably film just like on the way there and stuff. Okay. We could just film our experience just walking out through there. We're not filming anybody, just we're just filming our experience and just kind of pointing things out. It's like, yeah, this is this. If anybody wants to be on there, and they're more than welcome to. Said, hey, they let people know, hey, come check out the flea market, man. We'll get some exposure out there. That way they can make more money, right? I'm just saying if we did. Didn't have to do now, but just in general. But yeah, guys. So basically, the behind the scenes situation is as follows. This is the infamous studio slash guinea pig room slash extra storage. And these are my girls. My famous naughty girls. I've already mentioned in another video that when I refer to my girls, these are my girls. Little Miss Kyrie May and Nominee Grace, who are very happy little piggies right now. Kyrie May is the one that's already standing up eating on the hay right now. Nominee is over here with all the majestic hair. Mama's making some very happy piggies right now. Like I said, it's not necessarily a live stream situation. It's more so of I'm gonna try practicing with like pre-recorded stuff and then uploading it, especially since right now we can only do that in the meantime with Dawn and Chris Unfiltered, so we can't do anything until within 24 hours. I already went ahead and requested to be able to live stream on there, and it said that there's a countdown. I got 24 hours from 11:50 a.m. as of today. Tomorrow, by that same time, we should be able to live stream on our new channel together. That way we can start pumping out some content. In the meantime, when we get an opportunity to, I'm going to go with Mama and we're going to get some couple of food items to try out. Because yeah, one of the first ideas that Mama had for the channel was her reacting to hubby trying things for the first time that I've never tried. So be on the lookout for that content. That's going to be interesting.
So I've had all those things.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting. So, and I just figured with my phone, I'm not using any microphones with it because from what I've been told from other people who actually gave me feedback, that honestly my phone audio by itself, that microphone is actually better than the other microphones. But I was just thinking, if I could find something to kind of focus more so on my voice and not background stuff. I'd like to be able to make sure people can hear me clearly and not be distracted by background noise if I'm trying to, just conversate. So I think that's probably what the biggest issue was with that. But yeah, I did post on YouTube, on our channel, and on our Facebook pages about the new update. Mama's over here going through Munchkin's underwear.
Well, those have to be done a certain way.
I can't believe he's getting so big now. It only feels like it was just yesterday he was still wearing diapers and pull-ups, and now he's a big boy, and he's got some big boy underwear. That was a proud dad moment for me whenever Mama came home and told me, he's like, yeah, he made it the whole day without an accident in his big boy underwear.
Like, well, he might as well continue. If they're going to start something, he'll regress it if they do it, but we don't, so we're going to be confused.
That was a proud moment right there. We didn't think he'd ever end up being potty trained. We tried and tried and tried, and his school that he's going to, his little daycare, they've been, helping with the potty training and stuff with all the other kids too, including him. So he's made a huge turnaround with that. And man, it's a huge relief off of us, because I was like, I don't know what else to do. I looked up articles online. I've been reading up on stuff, figuring out different ideas. It's like, how can we get him to learn? And then all it takes is, of course, his daycare. It's like, really, it's the same things that we've been doing at home, and absolutely no progress. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm being nosy looking out the window. We have our neighbors up the street a little bit. They got a yard sale going on. It's a little chilly for a yard sale. It's only, well, my clock up here says it's 58 degrees outside, but it's probably more like 53, so it's still a little chilly. Right now also, guys, just to give y'all another setup, this is what I call my mobile setup right here. I have one of these tables that, of course, you raise and lower and everything. It rolls around. And then, of course, I got there's my new microphone. I got it hooked up to one of the old, that's the arm that goes to the other one that I have from the same brand, so that way I can work out here in the living room. I can work out, I can roll it to where I need to be. I got a clamp on power strip and everything. Yep. So of course we have bluey sheets for Munchkin. Mrs. Funderburg. If anybody's wondering, this is Dawn. Of course, I'm Chris from Dawn and Chris Unfiltered. Y'all want to see the girls again? There's the girls. There's Kyrie May. Nominate Grace. Hi, Miss Kyrie. Hey, baby girl. There's my girls. Yeah, Mama made some happy girls, didn't you? Yeah, and Kyrie's popcorning. Hey, y'all see my multitude of snacks that I stockpiled up on over there? That's all snacks for work. Sometimes I don't really get a chance to sit down and actually eat a whole meal, so I just pack a bunch of snacks, and maybe I get a bite or two out of my sandwich, maybe, but other than that, sometimes I don't get to eat it all. So I figured this time I had a little extra money after everything, so I got myself some snacks to at least try to have something. Especially with summer coming around, I'm going to need the extra energy boost. Water only does so much. Oh boy. I know one thing that Mama's happy about is we changed all the light bulbs in the house like we were supposed to. There you go, a little. Yeah.
I mean, the entire circuit says not to exceed whatever, so it doesn't really matter if you mix and match. But you can just tell that. I guess I'll use this again for the dogs again.
Sounds like we're having hot dogs for lunch, guys.
Well, I did say, I didn't freeze.
So yeah, once lunch is ready, we're going to get off here. This is going to be a quick little video. Also, guys, just to let you know, this isn't like a full-on video for like, trying to make it, whatever. So yeah, just like I was saying, guys, we'll upload this video. This is like a test video, a test run. Kind of like I said, YouTube was giving me the idea that, okay, well maybe I should just embrace the fact that instead of just stopping and recording, just before the family gets home, maybe I can, include a little bit of my behind the scenes from, afterwards too. And, if we go out and have some cool adventures or whatever, going to the stores or whatever, of course, we won't be able to really record in the stores.
So much having that fixed.
But, going to the flea market or going to the park or something like that, stuff like that where it's more open and instead of being inside. Because when we go to the stores, we're more focused on going and actually finding what we're doing as opposed to holding a camera and running into people. I don't want to do that to anybody. So, but yeah, stuff like if we go out, like I said, to the flea market, or if we go to the park, or if we go, like when we went to Lucky Lad Farms, stuff like that, then, just fun stuff like that. Or just like even when we're just chilling here at the house and we're just having fun, we're just watching, ironically, YouTube or Netflix. So, like we may end up watching another episode or two of One Piece while we eat lunch. And hopefully Riverside FM is still working okay, because that's, like I said, that's what I normally use to help kind of edit my videos a little bit, because I don't have time to really dive into it and deep edit, and that helps a lot. And so because I'm only one person, so it makes it easier, and instead of just spending my whole life in the studio back there in the office working on it just for one video, I can actually just kind of shortcut it and kind of have a little bit of assisted help, and that way I can spend more time with my family. So I can just say, hey, I'll just upload this, ask it to do this, let it do what it needs to do, and then I'm fine with it. I don't care if it looks super professional or not. Doesn't matter to me. This is all for fun. This is all to hang out with you guys. You know, we're making new friends, talking about different things. You know, another video I might do is a cleaning video on this Keurig that I've been meaning to try to get cleaned out and ready to go and take back to work, so that way we can have a coffee maker at work in case somebody wants to make some extra coffee. Hopefully we can get it to get cleaned out pretty good enough to do it. That's the process anyways. I don't have any instructions to it. All I know is that it should possibly be like how mine is, where you basically just have no water in it, but instead you pour vinegar through it and run it like you're brewing it. You do it like 1 or 2 times, and then I guess that cleans and sanitizes any buildup and stuff like that, prevents mold and mildew from, you know, like especially if you don't make it every single day and it's just like sits for a few days before you make it again. I make my coffee almost every day, so that thing, I've checked it, mine is clean. I'm a coffeeholic, guys. And ironically enough, Miss Dawn over here, she used to never drink coffee until she met me. Be careful. The face of one focused individual right here. This woman is focused.
So it cooks a little bit further.
Yeah, not a whole lot. With that being said, it's not going to be long before our lunch is ready to go. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get off of here. I'm going to get our trays set up and get Netflix ready to go so we can watch some One Piece. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
We'll see you guys later.